This is the second part of the video. So for the other side, that is the down part of the front and back that we left excess, I'll be cutting out half an inch for on the down part, half an inch, and the reason is to leave excess for joining the front with the base and then with the back. So I've done the same thing too for the other side. So I have the back and the front now with half an inch at the bottom, and for the base I have about 1 inch on both sides. The next thing now is to fix the rings. Mine here is square ring. You can use D-ring, whatsoever ring you have at your disposal, and I'll also be using this genuine leather for reinforcement. So now I'll take the measurement of my square ring. Mine here is 0.9 inch. That small line before the 1 inch, that is 0.9 inch. So you take your own and you measure it out. Mine is 0.9 inch there. So now take the measurement on my chipboard. That is the width of that chipboard now is the measurement of my D-ring, which is 0.9, and the length is 3 inches. You can make yours longer than that. It can be 3.5 or 4 inches, but this is 3 inches and it's okay for me, and the wideness is the wideness of my square ring. So now I've added gum on the chipboard and on my genuine leather. So it is dried and I'm gumming everything together and I'll cut it out. Like I said, the genuine leather is for reinforcement. So now I'll apply gum again on the genuine leather. You can see that it's an addition of genuine leather and chipboard. But now I'll be wrapping both with the main leather. That is the faux leather that I used earlier, the black leather. So now that it's dried, I'm putting the ring holder. I want to use to hold my ring on the black leather, and you can see that I'm making a demarcation on the side. The demarcation is for wrapping, so that please watch this before you do it, so that there'll be space for wrapping. So that's why I'm putting some lines between the holders, so that I don't waste my material. Now cut it off. Can you see now I have allowances at the sides of the holder, so that is why I had to make demarcation the other time. So now I'm applying gum, and when it is dried I will just wrap it up. Now I have the 4 holders wrapped already, and then I'll make the edges a little pointy. I'm going to shaping it out, the edges for the 4 holders. The reason is that when I want to insert it inside the mark, like for the front and the back, it's going to be easy for me to pull it through. You understand what I'm saying as the video goes on. So these are the ring holders. They are set already, and they will be on the front and the back just like this. So now on the back, at the back of the marco, I'm going to use my genuine leather for reinforcement, so that when the bag is ready and you start putting things inside, it won't pull off. so the journey leather is going to hold it at the back. So this is how it's going to look. So you can also put your own genuine leather or any thick synthetic leather that you have, you can put it. Now coming to the front, I'm coming down from the top by 2 inches, and from the side I'm going in by 3 inches. 2 inches down from the top and 3 inches from the side. Then from the mark I make from 3 inches, I will take the exact measurement of my square ring, which is 0.9 right there. Please try and watch it again so that you understand. So the little mark I make there, can you see, is the exact wideness of my square ring. I'm going to do that again here so that you understand very well. So from the top, you come down by 2 inches. That is 2 inches. Joining together. Then from the side inward, please look at the way I placed my tape. From the side inwards, yes, I'll mark 3 inches from there, and from that 3 inches I'll mark 0.9 inch inside, or the wideness of your square ring or D-ring. Can you see now? That's the 0.9 there. That is where the ring holder will go in from. The next thing now is to cut through the marks with my blade. You can use a cutter, anything you have, to cut through from that point to this point. Please try not to go beyond so that you don't have a very wide space, and if the space is so wide, your ring will just be dancing up and down. So what I want to do now is to cut through from that place, from that point to the other point. Like I said, from the side you're coming in by 3 inches, and from that 3 inches inward again, take the measurement. And on the reinforcement I did at the back using my genuine leather, I also marked 2 inches and 3 inches there, so that I'll be able to follow through my cut. It will make the cut easier when I mark it. Can you see now? I made the mark at the back, and it makes it easy for me to cut through. So just be careful not to exceed the point you've made. Now I'll be pushing the holder inside. Just like that. Can you see? It's pointing upward from the back, and then I'll make a stitch from this point to the other point on my machine, and I'm doing all that also for the second side. Please don't mind me if I'm rushing through the video. I don't want it to be too long, so I had to speed up some things. So just take your time to look at it, watch it very well before you go to the next step. So now I've gone ahead to stitch. You can see it's very neat. Just stitch it, take your time, watch it over, see what I've done, and try it out. It's very easy to do. So after the first stitch, I'll put my square ring inside, and I'll push the second tail of the holder inside. Please, at this point, be careful of the sharp object you're using to push it in, so that you don't make a hole on your material. So now it is secured. This is how it's going to be. Can you see? Don't make it too tight. Just make sure that your square ring or D-ring is movable inside, and then just make sure it's secured, not too loose and not too tight. So this is how it's going to be at the back. Try and fix the second part also, and please be careful, do not puncture your material. You can use something with flat head like a screwdriver, just like the one I'm using here. Don't use anything sharp. Don't even use your scissors because you might cut through your material, and that means you have to start all over again. So I've pulled in the second D-ring also. The next thing now, making sure that your holder is flat. They are both flat at the back, just like that. And you see it's coming up, and I used my hand to pull it down again. You can use your gum to secure it if you know that the holder will be going up and down. So just like that, you have to open it up so that you don't make a mistake. You open it up before you stitch. Now I'm making a point again with my pen from at the down of the ring rather, and stitch just like we did for the top the other time, from one point to the other on a straight line. You have to be careful when stitching. Now I'm done stitching. Can you see how it looks like now? This method of making ring holder is very simple. It has no stress. It's very and it's very easy to make. So that is done. I'll go ahead and do the same procedure for the second part. So now this upper side might be going up and down, not really secured. I'm using my gum here to just gum it down so that it does not dance around, just to secure it and make it flat. So it's quite simple. Just take your time to watch each step through before you try it out. Now do the same for the second side of the back, and I'm done with it already. And I've accessorized it with my bottom cup. This is not a rivet, it is bottom cup. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the third part.